Here tonight in the women's prelims, SLS Pro Open London. That was Jen Soto on the left of your screen there. And this is Duran coming out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. She was on the podium last year in the World Championships. Great to see her back out here. And there is Leticia's pick to win it in the final. Alexis Sablone, absolute veteran in the women's scene and a ripper. Coming out of Europe, 27 years old, Candy Jacobs. Has been skating since she was 13 years old. This is her first ever SLS appearance. And all the way from Australia, she's the star of the medley video with her Australian mates down there, 16 years young, Haley Wilson. And rounding out heat number 1, she's been in the last 3 World Championships. Coming out of Brazil, Pamela Rosa. Stacked heat. 6 skaters in heat 1. 6 more will be coming in heat 2. 12 skaters all together. Top 8 will advance to the final tonight, which you can watch live on ETN.
We got a heavy first start list in heat 1 right here, don't we? Look at that list. I'm looking forward to seeing Haley Wilson skate. She was skating really good in practice. And this gal,
Jen Soto coming in first. She placed second at the exposure contest 2017, and she is in.
Man, starting off her line, flipping her board twice already.
and the kickflip and the heel flip, right? Was it the kickflip and the heel flip?
It was. This way and that way. Oh. You know, that quarter pipe is extremely slippery. It's been throwing people off all weekend. Which is funny because everything else is grippy.
This course in general is not an easy course to skate.
No.
It has an odd layout. It has long rails, tall flat bars, a lot to deal with.
A lot more angles than you can see on the screen. And no, great start for Jen. A little bit loose on the edges, but she put together a couple of really good combos right at the start.
Absolutely. We were talking before our line about whether she should feeble or 50-50. She knew that a lot of other girls would feeble grind the rails, and so she wanted to just do something different. And that's where that 50-50 came from.
She's got it like that, and that was good advice to tell her to do the 50. Back that, Chris.
I didn't even say that.
Oh, you were just there, you were just listening in?
Yeah.
You're like, what are you going to do?
That's how you find the info, Paul.
Yeah. All right, Mariah Duran.
And there's the feeble. Wow. Frontside 360. I guess we can add her to the frontside 360 talk about who can do them on the brand new concrete and who cannot. Wow, already a good run.
A lot of heavy tricks so far too. Nice ollie. Wally 180. What a sick run.
That was cool.
Good variety of tricks too, using most of the course. Oh man. She can finish it off with a heavy trick there. She'll put together a really good score. But I don't think she's going to happen.
Out of time. This is the first runs of 2.
That's a great first run.
They'll be followed by 5 best trick attempts. Top 4 scores overall count. Here we go. Here's the feeble.
Very clean lockdown on that feeble. She knows how to put together good runs.
So Jen Soto on top with a 3.6 for right now. Mariah Duran bumps into the lead with a 4.0 even on that run. Nicely done. Moving right along, Leticia's favorite, Alexis Sablone. OG, she's been in the streets for days.
She's my favorite too. She's awesome.
Absolutely.
Legendary. women's street skater. Raw street, too. Real street.
Yeah, incredible style. Trick selection.
From not too far away from your neck of the woods, too.
Correct. That is correct. She's Massachusetts.
I was talking to her yesterday about how she approaches these things, and I discovered she's kind of a head case. Like, her problem out there, if anything, is going to be her mind playing tricks on her. She has trouble deciding what she should do, what she shouldn't, you know, when it's time to call a trick, when it's not. It was interesting.
The tormented genius.
Yeah, she is.
What a great run she put together right there.
Beautiful.
You can tell with Alexis when she's nervous by the way the second she drops in. She shakes. She didn't do any of that in this run right here at all. She looks really good today. That was an awesome first run. But you're right, Paul. It's all in her head. And right now, she's in the right headspace.
Nice.
Let's hope she can keep that one up.
Waiting on scores. A 4.1 or better will give her the lead. 3.9. Judges, I need the judges to come over to here for a second if they can. Jeff wants to huddle with the judges.
Judges, I have a problem with you guys. You blew it on that one.
Next in, Candy Jacobs. She's been skating since she was 13 years old. This is her first SLS.
Wow. Oh, with a Nollie 3.
Nollie 3. That one's a little easier to get all the way around.
That was very different, though. I didn't expect that. Oh, fakey big spin. That was cool.
And these women are coming out swinging.
They are.
They're blowing my mind right now. Okay, where did this come from? Ripping.
Yo, she almost pulled that off. The feeble to board side right there. Always positive, always cool to run into.
Oh, nice. Showing some diversity there, nolling into that grind. One rock fakie.
Transition skills.
Yo, she got a lot of tricks in there.
She did. That kickflip rock fakie was sick.
Look at this, coming out the gate swinging with a front Smith. I mean, if you hit your wheels on the way up, your whole run starts to suffer.
Is that nollie grind, nollie 50-50, close it out.
Score is in 4.7. The judges were feeling that.
They were feeling it. And you know what? I think it was that Smith grind, the Nollie 3, and the fakey big spin. I think that sealed the deal.
Variety, right? And
yeah, it was wild.
Mixing it up, doing all kinds of surprising things.
Nobody was skating that centerpiece like that.
Haley Wilson took her 36 hours to get here from Australia. She's here now on the course.
She is hauling right now, too.
Trying to make up for all that lost time in flight.
Nice clean kickflip, full speed. Nice no slide.
She's putting together a great run, too.
If she's smart, she'll work her way to end with a heavy trick. And the judges will have a really, really fun time scoring this run.
Backboard.
Nice. Oh, my. Wow.
Nice clean first run. Staying on the board, building that confidence. There's that nose slide. She skates fast, doesn't she, Chris?
She does skate fast, which is excellent. I mean, the board slide on the centerpiece rail, she almost cleared the bank on the back end of it. She was going so fast.
Looking for a 4.8 or better for first. Score is in 4.0 even. So very a similar range of scores. Let's take a look at the pylon. Below a skater's name are the run section and best trick tabs. The top 4 scores are shown in white, and the drop score shows up in gray. Below that is the leaderboard. The current skater's name is highlighted in white, and after that attempt, their name will be in gray until they skate again. The leaderboard will update after every single score. Finally, on the bottom tab, you'll see the score the skater needs for the lead, and if they cannot take the lead, you'll see the highest placing they can get with a score. And that is the pylon. Love that pylon. Keeps us in the know. Lets you know exactly what you need to keep track of what's happening out here. And on deck for run number 1, Pamela Rosa. She skated in the last 3 SLS World Championships, and she is here in the Pro Open. She rips. She has the ability to win.
She absolutely rips. Always puts together a good line. Not only of good tricks, but lays them out well. Really looks at the course and plans it.
She's pretty well rounded too with her trick selections too, right?
Absolutely.
She's comfortable on transitions, flat banks, little ledges, hovers. That's her strength on that, is that she's comfortable on most of the stuff. And she knows how to put together a good line and play a contest game.
And that's key with this format. We've talked about it a million times. You got to be smart to do well in the SLS format, not just good. Or just so good you don't care about who's that good.
She did a good run, and she seems to play. She seems to work around the angles well. The angles of the ramps that roll up to the rails, and not let that hang her up, which is great. As seen with this feeble grind, that's like an outside corner pocket.
So that was a solid run. 5.8 puts Pamela Rosa up into the lead by more than 1 point. It's a big difference right now.
That is a big difference. I think the judges are starting to open up their minds to scoring higher.
As we see better skating, we'll see more of that. For more on this beautiful, absolutely lovely street course, let's take a look at the streetscape. This mirror image London course measures in at 160 feet long by 56 feet wide and has obstacles for every type of skater. Starting out on the right side, there's a stage topped off with quarter pipes and a 5-stair with an out ledge that starts out low but ends high. Each set also has a built-in Euro gap, a long mellow rail that is capped by an angled ledge/mani pad, which will be great for tech moves. And in the middle is a long 3-flat-5 double set with double kinked hubbas on either side. And the challenge here is as much about getting speed and a proper setup as the trick itself. Moving into the middle section, skaters will have a choice between this very tall flat bar on the bank-to-bank or these up and down ledges with steep bank sides. Ledge skaters can take the outside route and go for either the lower or the higher ledges, and it's capped off with a quarter pipe on the edge. So tonight we have 2 heats of skaters here in the Women's Pro Open, and the top 8 skaters overall are going to advance into the final. And Jen Soto is back in, run 2.
Starting off strong again with those 2 flip trick combos. Big flip and the heel flip.
That's a good 5-0.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back combos.
Oh, man. The weird angled little A-frame bump. It throws people off.
We didn't mention Jen was the first female to be featured live on ETN Face Melters.
And that was incredible. Being a person that was there, watching her get towed in by a car. When you fall, it's like being thrown out of a car.
Yeah.
And so it was impressive, to say the least.
Now, that was an entertaining few hours of live skateboarding, I'll say that much.
Of people being thrown out of cars.
Yeah.
There's that nice backside 50-50 to close it out. Into the backside 5-0, showing that second combination that she did in the run.
She was up on the heel side wheel right there. That's impressive.
Her score is in, a 3.9. That moves her into the lead for now. She's the first skater with 2 scores on the board. We'll see how things play out. Mariah Duran coming in next. She just needs a 3.6 to move into the lead.
Man. That's always the fear when you open up your run with a fall, because then your brain just goes nuts.
And
And this course right here is unforgiving to that. We have a lot of angles that are counter to each other, right? So if you lose your place, turn around, try to get back on track, you find out that those lanes aren't so open as you first thought. Takes a lot of tweaking around, cruising around to get the lines that you want.
Yeah, this run's not going as well as her first run did. Although I do think that she is going to crush the best trick selection.
And that's all it takes. If she can do 4 great tricks in best trick, you can win with that alone. You don't need your run scores. And right now the scores are bunched up, so a few hammers could really launch somebody up into first place. That was nice.
I gotta say, like, so far, like, from the last women's contest that I saw, already the level is higher than it was at the last one. That just shows you how quickly these women are progressing and how quickly women's skateboarding is progressing right now.
Absolutely. It's like you just opened up their minds. Once one person does it, it's out, you know? Look at how good that kickflip is.
I'm excited how confident she looks. You know, I've known Alexis for a very long time. She used to come and stay with me in California with her friend PJ Ladd. Another great skateboarder. Yeah, I mean, she's been around since then, you know, and she's been skating this good the whole time. To see her right now this confident makes me happy.
The entire time.
The entire time.
Put out incredible video parts. I mean, she's more than just the contest. The contest is like extra.
I mean, she's been putting out good street video parts since 2000, 2002, some time around that area. Yep. 17 years of incredible progressive skateboarding right here.
Another strong run. So I think, Jeff, the judges have a chance to make up for the low-ish score on run 1. We'll see.
We've got faith in you, judges.
Wow. What a good heel flip.
That's how you do them.
Absolutely.
Alexis needs a 3.7 to take the lead. A 4.6 will do it. She is the new leader. So, yeah, we're happy.
Good job, judges. Guys, redemption.
Very happy.
Nice. Here we go.
Ooh, Candy with a different approach.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Double king.
Man, way to throw a wrench in everybody's plans right there. I wonder if Candy watched the men's prelims, saw a bunch of people jumping on the hubba first, and changed up a run. That would be really smart.
She's putting it together.
She is putting it together. This is a great line so far. Wow.
She's done a great job of mixing it up, too.
Well, she's got 5 seconds right here. If she can stay on the board this last second and this will count. Oh, what a run.
Perfectly timed.
That was
a run.
A savage run.
She did it all in that run.
That'll be the best scored run so far. I mean, came out swinging with the hubba and then just progressed from there. There's something to be said for being first in flight. Jumping on that hubba first.
Needs a 3.9 for first. Gets a 7. That is a huge run score.
That's a huge score for her. That's going to really help.
Okay, she's well up in the lead at this point.
That's excellent.
Over 3 points ahead of Alexis before they head into best trick. She's looking good. She's got to put some best tricks down later. She'll be cruising into that top 8. Haley Wilson is in for her second run of 2.
It's a big contest for Haley, 16 years old, coming all the way from Australia. Gotta love that dedication to skateboarding.
It's pretty crazy that she entered her first competition at 8 when she started skating at 7.
I can't even fathom.
Like, what would you do? Like, ride?
A good push
I'm
goes
totally
a long way.
riding. I mean, skateboarding is not something you learn quickly. Ooh. Going for the tray flip.
I have a feeling we'll be seeing Haley, though, again.
Absolutely. I mean,
still got the best trick to come.
Yeah.
Maybe she can lay down some hammers there, but she looks very, very comfortable on her board. Although a little shaky going into this contest. There's that tail slide.
And understandably so. This is it. Like, this is the big time.
This is the biggest women's contest, street skateboarding contest in the world.
Her run score is in 3.7. Not a bad score at all. Still up in the mix. That puts her in 3rd place.
And I mean, this is really just a big competition about getting to the big competition.
Exactly. Last skater in the run section here in Heat 1, Pamela Rosa.
She's going for it. Oh man, she had a plan. The first run was a placeholder. This is definitely what she's been planning.
So you really think she's playing into the strategy? She thinks she understands the format right now? Chris?
Very much. I think she understands the format, and I think that she just needed to put a score on the board. Not necessarily great, but not bad, in order to alleviate some pressure during the bench tricks section.
And she got a 5.8 on her first run. So she will be up in the mix because that was another great run. And she's, like we said, she's been in all 3 World Championship events. She's been here. She knows how to play. You learn a lot from being out there and doing it. And she hasn't been on the podium. To fail sometimes is more valuable than to win because you learn what not to do next time.
Thanks, Paul.
I've learned a lot from failure, Chris. More than I care to talk about.
I think that's the name of the skateboard game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Look, score is in 5.9, so another great score. Pamela Rosa moves up into 2nd place. There's a shot of our current leader after the run section. We'll be back with Best Trick right after this.